book lovers to Creatives on the Couch, presented by ASJ Publishing. I'm your host, Christine Madaffrey, and today I'm concerned. I'm speaking with Jamiesonn, whose aim is really not creation at all, but to take over the world. Welcome to the couch, Jamiesonn.
Thank you for having me.
Would you like to be called Jamiesonn, or would you like do you have a Christian name?
Jamiesonn.
Are you a Christian?
Christianity is abhorrent to me.
Right.
But let's not get into religion, because that starts a whole kettle of fish that I really don't want to talk about right now.
I thought you wouldn't. So, okay, we're going with Jamiesonn. When did you begin? Were you actually born?
I originate from a small town in the depths of Russia.
When you say originate?
Well, that's where I came into being. I was born of a mortal mother in the year 1329. I think I look quite good for someone who's 687 years old, personally.
And I'm not the girl to argue with you at all. I think you look fabulous. When you say you came into being then, have you had a continued existence since the 14th century in that little peasant village in Russia?
I lived in that peasant village in Russia until about the age of about 23 years old, at which time I decided that I no longer needed mortal beings in my presence. So I started to examine the world of the occult, and henceforth I gained power. And through gaining such power, I learned that immortality was possible. And of course, here I am today.
So this is not one of many lives. This
is... No. I have been a continued existence and a continued force since the day of my creation.
Good. So, is there a relationship with vampires? Are you a vampire?
Vampires are myth. Fantasy.
Ah.
Me, on the other hand, I am very real.
I see. I see. So, your parents, did they do the normal things with you, and are they still in your memory? From...
My father died before I had any memory of him. My mother, on the other hand, she still serves in my army in the pits of hell.
Well, they do
She suffers every day as payback for the
mothers...
suffering that she gave to me.
Okay, well, I've heard that most serial killers are made by their mothers. It just goes to show. Siblings?
No. If I did, they would probably serve me in the pits of hell as well.
Jamiesonn, were you ever a cute, cuddly little boy?
No.
Did you ever play with kittens?
When I wanted to eviscerate them, yes.
Okay, alright. Moving right along, what happened? What happened to you? You must have been, or were you ever normal?
Like I said, I was born to a mortal mother. But the town in which I grew up was a very hard and desolate place. The people that lived there were also very hard and desolate. So to survive, you had to either kill or be killed. I remember by the time I turned, I think it was about 23 years of age, my heart and desire for death and destruction was starting to grow. So I began to investigate the world of the occult and discovered many things that mere mortals should not discover. But that's what gave me power. Made me who I am today.
And immortality, it doesn't scare you that you go on forever? Admittedly looking great, but...
Immortality is something that does not come easily. I have to fight for it. In my investigations of the world of the occult, I discovered the existence of a being by the name of Tanzek. He was, at the time, the reigning king of hell, and I made a pact with Tanzek to gain power. But little did Tanzek know that my power would grow exponentially, eventually overcoming even his, and that allowed me to eventually disperse with Tanzek and take over the reins of hell.
So, what is the source of your power? What does it feed on? Am I going to be sorry I asked this?
A powerful person does not tell the secrets of where his power comes from.
No problem with that at all. Moving along. Your aim in this world?
Complete and utter annihilation.
And then there'll be nothing. There'll be nothing even for you.
There will be my world in hell.
Do you have any downtime? Do you have anything that makes you laugh?
That question made me laugh. Thank you, I enjoyed it.
Pleasure. Okay. Moving on. There are forces that can stop you. There are forces of good in the world. Right?
There are.
There are angels.
I wouldn't call them angels, I would call them a pain in my ass.
That's it. What about God?
God hasn't existed for a very long time. This world was created by the Ancient Ones, and the Ancient Ones bestowed upon the creatures that they created, known as human beings, the knowledge of a thing called God. But God has never existed in the way that people believe.
So, as a wise man once said, if God doesn't exist, we needed to invent him.
Correct. Otherwise, how would you keep the population's masses in order?
Hope of heaven is the only thing some people have.
And I'm here to destroy that hope.
Okay, so you have a daughter. I don't want to give away any secrets, but how did that happen? And has the mother lived to?
The mother has joined my armies in the pits of hell.
And the daughter, you allowed her to grow up in a normal...
I have allowed my daughter to live a normal life until such time as I wish to claim her. That time is soon to be on hand.
Okay, so do you love your daughter?
No. She will serve a purpose. She has power of her own, power which I wish to yield.
Okay, I don't know if you're going to tell me this, but is it possible you could be, I know you can't be killed, but ended?
By her?
By anyone.
This is a thought that has crossed my mind, but, like I said, I'll continue to gain more power and become more of a threat to those who wish to destroy me. And if those who do wish to destroy me come close to succeeding, then I guess that will just be a lesson that I need to learn in order to become more powerful.
Right. So, how do you feel about someone chronicling your rise? Putting it down in books?
The story of a powerful man cannot be reveled in unless it is told.
So, the bloodlines, she's not so ordinary.
They are my legacy. Chronicles of my existence. To let the masses know that despite the fact that God does not exist, I do. And I am something to be feared.
Do you sleep?
No.
Do you eat normal food?
My last meal consisted of the tongue of a virgin child.
Okay. Right. I don't know what to say. Is anyone safe?
Safety is an illusion.
Right.
People are never safe. Not in this world. Not as long as the likes of me exist.
So when you see the evil of other men, what do you think?
I think they have a lot to learn. A long way to go.
Right. And in the end, there will be, can you tell me? Okay. Right. Well, on that note, we'll go to some messages and we'll be back with you after this break. Welcome back to Creatives on the Couch, and I'm speaking of the central character from The Rise of the Darkness and Bloodline of the Darkness, Jamiesonn, about his future role in the film She's Not So Ordinary. Jamiesonn, I put it to you that once you were scared of your mother, a daughter. You have a daughter?
I do.
Well, then you should be scared. You should be very scared.
I'm not scared of my daughter. I keep her under wraps. I keep her under tight control.
Oh, really?
I made her. I can destroy her just as easily. I defeated my mother. She serves me in the pits of hell.
Okay. You must be scared of something. If it's not God, what about Alex? What about Alex? Didn't he get you running a little, sweating a little in The Rise of the Darkness? And Bloodline of the Darkness? Is he not a threat? Why have you gone to so much effort to produce Laura?
Be careful on your line of questioning, woman. Alex is a pain in my side. He is a thorn that must be plucked.
There is a nerve. There is a fear, because I see fear in your eyes. It's Alex. He's got something, right? He's got some power you don't want anyone to see. Admit it. You're threatened.
The only power Alex has is power that I want. His power will serve me.
Somebody else has something you don't have. Ah.
Yet.
Ah. Jamiesonn doesn't have everything. And I thought you had it all worked out.
I have a plan.
Ah. Maybe Alex has a plan too.
That boy has got a mind the size of a bug.
But maybe he has some other quality, like light, because when you shine light on darkness, it shrivels.
The darkness is always more powerful than the light. Have a look in space. There is more darkness than there is light.
That's true.
Darkness exists to absorb light.
So you are the personification of antimatter.
I am the darkness.
You suck everything in, don't you? But are you so sure you can control Laura? She's not so ordinary.
She will serve my purpose.
Ah! So you're not sure you can control her, are you?
My daughter will be the general of my armies.
No doubt. She may even be stronger than that.
That is something that makes me laugh.
Well, I'm glad I amuse you. That's what I'm here for. Okay. Once you've defeated Alex, Might all the fun be gone from your game?
I'll find a new challenge. There is always something new. This Earth is not the only place in the universe, you know.
You know what? I really do believe you've been to other places. Places we're not meant to go.
Places you're not meant to go, perhaps. But I revel in those places.
Is there no hope? Is there no hope for mankind?
Like I said, hope is something to keep the masses in check. When hope disappears, anarchy and chaos will reign. That's the world I seek.
Will you ever end? Will the world you create ever end?
The universe ever end? I am a constant, an ever-present force.
And there must be the opposite of you as an ever-present force.
There is no opposite. All opposites will be absorbed.
You know, I'm not going to sleep very well tonight.
Good.
Or ever again.
My role here is done.
I'm glad you find this so amusing. You just be careful, because a lot of fathers think they can control their daughters. It doesn't always work out.
I will enjoy playing with her.
What if Laura becomes good? What if Laura becomes like Alex? You can't control everyone. What if the elders have another plan?
The elders have been destroyed.
Oh, really?
Their existence is a mere memory. The fact that I exist.
Why do you attract these flies?
They are attracted to the dead.
So you admit you are dead?
I will never be dead. My body may have died once, but
Only once?
I still exist. Well, in order to become immortal, you must strip yourself of anything mortal.
Right.
So my original body did die, yes. Quite a long time ago.
You know when people perform exorcisms and they get rid of demons? I watch a lot of that.
Your point?
Can't you be gotten rid of?
I
Like a
do
demon?
not inhabit another body like a mere demon. Demons are like these flies. They are bugs that serve a purpose, and that is all.
But if someone found out your true name and called you out on it, you're not Jamiesonn. If someone found out your true name, they could take your power.
My true name has never existed in any other form other than my memory.
Aha! So now we're getting somewhere. There's a true name. Ha! Jamiesonn. From a Russian village.
You dig too deep, woman. Be careful where you step.
Honestly, I can't deal with this anymore. Can we please go to a commercial break? Maybe we'll be back after the break, and maybe not. I'm going to look for my crucifix. Welcome back to Creatives of the Couch, where I'm speaking to the Antichrist, Jamiesonn, from The Rise of the Darkness, The Bloodline of the Darkness, She's Not So Ordinary, and the novel that's not yet finished, Prophecy's End. We've talked about the future. I want to know about your past. I want to know how you've made it here over 6 centuries. Surely someone has tried to stop you.
There have been many in the past who have tried to stop me.
Like? Anyone we've heard of in history?
Well, there was a great inventor in Italy who thought he could invent something to contain my soul. His name was Da Vinci, but he of course failed.
Da Vinci failed.
He failed. Just like everyone else. I've been captured, I've been locked up, I've been flayed, I've been boiled, I've been decapitated. I continue to exist. There is nothing that can stop my presence.
So did you not feel the pain of those tortures, of those deaths?
Pain is something that I use as a driving force. I take that pain and I add it to my fury.
So pain fuels you.
You could say that. My pain, your pain, the cameraman's pain.
Okay,
All
we
of it.
had certain conditions about this interview. No pain. No pain on the set.
I might be the most evil being that's ever existed, but I can be nice, if it serves my purpose to do so. I think I've been very, very nice until this point.
You've been wonderful. But are you scared of some good in Alex or some good in the world?
Good is just another force to be defeated.
You agree it's a force?
It is a force, yes, but not a force to be reckoned with.
But aren't you lonely? Don't you want a companion?
I rule the pits of hell. I don't need companionship. I am all that there is. I am all that there needs to be.
Okay. Have you had any favourites in history? Anyone you admired at all?
I wouldn't say I've admired any people in history, but I have certainly used people as puppets.
Let me guess. Napoleon?
He was an interesting character, yes.
Responsible for the deaths of so many?
Mm-hmm. Let's just say I had words in his ear.
Great. No wonder he couldn't sleep.
Adolf Hitler also was very fun.
No wonder he was obsessed.
Yes, he was an interesting person to deal with.
Are you the voice that sometimes speaks to the mad?
I am the voice that speaks to the mad. What do you think drives them mad?
Of course. But if Alex can defeat you...
Why do you keep bringing up that name?
Because it bothers you. Alex. Alex, what's he got? What's he got that you need?
Alex is someone who, how should I put this, needs to be put in his place.
Why does he need to be put in his place if nothing
He
else
cannot
matters?
be allowed to continue.
Aha! He's a threat.
All threats can be dealt with.
What would happen if Laura, who has a heart, because...
Had.
A heart?
I removed it.
Well, you know, people can lose hearts and people get their lives back, as you have. People might get their hearts back. What if Laura and Alex got together? Wouldn't that be kind of a double threat?
You're
We
living
haven't-
in dreamland. That is something that will never happen. I will not allow that to happen.
You don't have control over Alex, do you?
I have ultimate control over everything. That is how I got where I am, and that is how I will get what I want in the end.
You think we're going to see that in Prophecy's End?
You will definitely see that. That is where I am going. The end will be what it is in my brain. What I make it, and that is all.
Okay, you're really freaking me out now. I think your job is done. So there's no hope?
There was never any hope.
Okay, and there's no God?
There is me.
So where did Alex come from? Who chose him? Why is he the chosen one?
He is a remnant of a forgotten age.
So there is hope.
To be crushed.
But there's hope.
To be crushed.
But there's still hope.
You are starting to infuriate me.
Ah, what a shame. I'm infuriating the Antichrist. Ooh. Ooh.
You do well. Just silence those lips, woman. This interview is over.